Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day everyone. Hope your smile doesn't fade for a long time. My name is Keisha from Dentistry of Universitas Muhammadiyah, Yogyakarta. So today I'm going to present about my research paper titled The Financial Challenges of Overseas Dental Students of Universitas Muhammadiyah, Yogyakarta. In this video is going to contain an introduction where I'm going to talk about the definition of overseas student and then definition of financial challenges, and then also the method, about the participant, materials and procedure, and then also the results, talk about what my participant answer from 10 question I give, and then the discussion about the findings, and the last one is conclusion. So the first one is introduction. What is overseas student? Overseas student defined as people who come far from their hometowns, who live or stay in a place or city for a long time. Like the movement of students from their hometown to the city for studying or attending school. And then the fact that from various islands in Indonesia, universities on Java Island are the main destination for continuing their education. And then overseas students generally live alone, like in a boarding room, or live with their friends from the same campus, and or maybe they will look for a boarding house not far from campus. And then next is, what is financial challenges? Financial challenges are prone to be a stress experience by sufferers, so they are no longer struggling with their finance. In this situation, someone will limit their purchasing power and make it difficult to manage their finance. The habits possessed by overseas students are shopping for themselves according to their needs, eating by themselves, cooking for themselves, and being obliged to save for student needs. In situation where assignment on campus are given in the form of project, especially for dental student who require students to pay their own cost for buy a practical tools for practice, such as mouth mirrors, sonde, and then excavators and tweezer, which are certain to have high costs. These factors lead many students to accept financial challenges when they study abroad, and it is important to know how dental students with high practice and assignment fee can handle and live in these challenges. So next I'm going to talk about the method I use. For the participant is from the dental student or dental student of Dentistry of Universitas Muhammadiyah batch 2020, which is my friends, and there is four of them, or four respondent, 2 female and 2 male. And then for the materials, I'm using qualitative study, because instead of collecting numerical data, in qualitative research, it provides deeper insight into real world problems, because I want to know about how they cope for the challenges. Next, for the procedure, I'm conducting Zoom meeting where I'm conducted one by one, and then I'm asking the 10 open-ended question, and then I'm collecting the data. So for the result, there is 10 question, open-ended question. For the first one is, what made you decide to study abroad? There is various answers, such as they love to be studying Jogja, there is no dentistry department in their city, until one of them already being an overseas student since high school. And then for second question, how much money did your parents give you in 1 month? One of my respondents didn't want to answer it because it's privacy, but the rest of them say they have 2 million rupiah as an average nominal per month. And then what needs are purchased for one month? All of them say that is for home necessities, for toiletries, or who have a vehicles for they need for gas for their vehicles, and then also for eating. And then, have you ever find it difficult to get food? All of them say no or never. And then, can you save from the money given for 1 month? There is a respondent say that most of them, I think most of them think that money for 1 month must be spent. And why? Because that's a lot needs to buy, so there is no money left to be saved. And then next question is, can you hang out with friends from the money given for 1 month? Most of them say all of them say yes, they can still play with their friends, or maybe if they want to save money, they only play to their friend home, so it's not cost a lot of money. And then from all the challenges you found, what is the most difficult financial challenges you face? Most of them also say that the most difficult to eat in the end of the month, because the money is about to run out. so they have to be more safe for eating. And then the next question is, how did you handle those challenges? They say they're trying to reduce buying things that are not important so they can still eat in the end of the month. And then, do you have any side job to support your finance? Two of the respondents is answering no, because dentistry was very busy, and also they joined organization, but two of them have a side job. And then the last question is, do your parents give you money if your money runs out before 1 month? All of them say yes, but they feel kind of disinclined for asking for more money. Then we're talking about the discussion of the findings I found from my friends or my respondent answer. So the first one here is why they decided to study abroad. Like, based on the interview, two participants decided to study abroad because they love the city of Yogyakarta, and both of the participants was from Sumatra Island, and they found it interesting of the mindset and behavior of Javanese people who are different from Sumatran people. And then one of them even already studied abroad, like I said before, in Yogyakarta since high school. And the other participant has the most often reason, which is they decided to study abroad because there's no dentistry department in the city, because it clears that dentistry department needs a very expensive facilities and infrastructure, so that not all university in Indonesia can afford it. And then the second one, the challenges is based on the interview. It is known that each respondent has been in financial challenges. In relation to the question, from all the challenges you found, what is the most difficult financial challenges to pass? Like, respondent 1 replied, as quoted, to eat at the end of the month and possibly buy necessities that run out, and each other like the money has run out. It's indicating that the end of the month is the time when they face difficulties because money runs out and even runs out for some time. And then the third one, how they cope with the financial challenges. It was found that each response showed different strategies when they were coping with their financial problems. From the question, how did you handle those challenges? Each of them show a variety response. Like, for example, respondent 1 said, as quoted, I can only play at friend's house and choose to hang out at cheap places. And then, which is one way to cut excessive spending. And then another example is from respondent 2, which show a similar response, which is that it's better not to buy things that are not important, as quoted, trying to reduce buying things that are not important. And then, which is it understandable that reducing spending is one of the strategies used in coping with their expense and financial problems. The last example is how respondent 3 answer, as quoted, do not buy the strange things and cooking for by myself, which indicates that the various types of strategies they implement to cut out or reduce unnecessary spending. The respondents show difference in how they manage to their finance, where one example of the question, do you have any side job to support your finance, shows similar answers shown by respondent 1 and 4, both of which have side jobs. It is known that respondent 1 actually not really earn from work, but a hobby, as quoted, following online game tournament and earning 500,000 rupiah per month, which is slightly different from respondent 4, where she has a business, so it becomes a permanent income. And then another respondent indicate that they didn't have a job due to their busy schedule, like I said before. And in the question regarding other external sources, namely additional pocket money from parents, the question says, do your parents give you money if your money runs out before 1 month? Which is where all the respondents stated that they did get extra if their money runs out. But however, a slight difference is found in the answer of respondent 4, which state that she's allowed to receive additional money, but it is in a rare percentage, as quoted, rarely allowed. So, from my research paper before, it can be concluded that there are 3 answers to the problem formulation in the financial challenges experienced by overseas students. Financial factors play a major role in their education level board, like dental students cope with their financial challenges when they find it difficult to eat with their money runs out and are cheated, which brings them to study and save money in the future so that they do not experience it again. And the external source where they get extra money is to get more pocket money from their parents, and some of the students even work to increase their pocket money. Yeah, that's all. And then for the suggestion for the next research, maybe we can do research about the financial challenges from other department, like maybe from management or law student, to know what they face of the challenge for the financial challenge. That's all. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.